continue our study here on these guardrails. There's a whole world out there that wants to suck you into their life, okay? Suck you into their lifestyle. Jesus has called you and I not to be of the world, okay? The world is not going to like us. And Jesus said they're going to hate you. And how is it that they can get along with you and me, but they couldn't get along with Jesus, okay? There's a good question for us. And one of the things is this, is we're becoming more like the world. We've lifted the guardrails, we've lifted the standard of morality, and the world's pulling all that away. And it's like we got to hold on to this, okay? The Bible says, wherefore seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and sin which does so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that's set before us. Listen, there's a race. There's something I got to finish, okay? I really, listen, the older I get, the more I'm committed. I'm going to finish this thing right. I'm going to do everything I can to finish this thing right. I've got to make sure I lay aside every weight and sin which does so easily beset us. Now, one of the things that the world is not understanding is there needs to be, in the life of a believer, it'd do well for a non-believer to do the same, and that is what? Is they put the guardrail is abstain from alcohol. The guardrail that needs to be established is to abstain from alcohol. Now, I know now we got this whole religious movement, Christians now looking, it's okay. I don't want to get into it, but I went to a Christian activity, and a particular church was there. Their staff was ordering drinks, okay? I'm not throwing rocks at them. I'm just saying this is I don't think that was wise of them. I don't think they're going to finish their race well. I don't think when little boys and girls see them, that's a good example for them. The Bible says, and be not drunk with wine wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit. Now, some people go, well, wait a second, preacher. It says not wherein is excess. So it's all right to get a little bit. Now look here. The word excess means riotous living. So it means don't be drunk with wine wherein is riotous living, but be filled with the Spirit. Listen, the fullness of God's Spirit and getting alcohol into our system, they're contrary one to the other. This guardrail stops you from being a drunk and out of control. I mean, there's all kinds of warnings in the scriptures. The Bible says in Proverbs 23, 29 through 35, we'll look at this briefly. It says, who hath woes, who hath sorrow, who hath contentions, who hath babblings, in other words, their mouth slurs, and they're always trying to fight, and who hath wounds without cause, who has the redness of eyes. Here's what he says. It says that they that tarry long at wine, they that go to seek mixed wine, he says this, look not thou upon the wine when it is red, when it giveth its color in the cup, when it moveth itself aright. Now, what does that mean? When it moves itself right means it's fermented. When you look at something moving in it, like a Budweiser beer, it's moving around in it, okay? He says, it doesn't even say take a sip of it. It says don't even look at it if it's fermented, because at the last it'll bite you like a serpent, it'll sting you like an adder, your eyes will begin to behold strange women, your heart will begin to utter perverse things. He says, yea, thou shalt be as he that lies down in the midst of the sea. You'll take a nap in water and drown, or you'll lie on top of a mast of a ship and try to take a nap up there and put it where we and I live. That's like getting drunk and getting in a car. I think I can drive 100 miles an hour down a curvy road and I'll be all right. The Bible says, they have stricken me, shalt thou say. I was not sick, they have beaten me, and I felt it not. When shall I wake? I will seek it yet again. Listen, alcohol cannot be a part of my life as a believer. Because why? Because anything that takes you out of control brings you under the control of another power. Listen, God's Spirit and alcohol, God's Spirit and drugs cannot, one or the other is going to be in control of you, okay? God's trying to bring you under control, and that stuff takes you out of control. I like to tell every young person to say, you know what? Alcohol is not going past my lips. It's not going down my throat. It's not going to be in my life, because you know what? I don't want to grow up and be a drunk. I don't want to grow up and have an addiction to alcohol. I'm going to put some guardrails up for my life. I hope this will help you.
For watching this video series with Pastor Smith on guardrails. Guardrails are oftentimes that unnoticed thing on the side of the road, and they appear to be unnecessary. They're not there for a reason until we actually need them. And guardrails will do this for you in your life. They're going to take and they're going to help you guide your marriage. They're going to help you keep your marriage on the right track. Guardrails are going to help you in your finances. If you live within the guardrails that you set up for them, they're going to keep them going in the right direction. Guardrails will do this for you in your friendships. They will help you stay in that safe zone with your friendships. I want to encourage you to do this. Really stay focused as you go through this journey with Pastor Smith on the guardrails of life. Whatever those guardrails are, establish the guardrails, stay within them, and make sure you set them far enough away from the edge so you don't fall over.